Good morning. My name is Chris Jones. I'm the Executive Director of Development, for those of you that don't know me. I oversee development and sales function within the business. Quickly touching on development before I talk about a few other things, just to pick up on a few things. Last year's numbers, we completed 436 new homes, some really great schemes that we're really proud of. That's below our target. It would have been higher, it would have been nearer 500 if it wasn't for the fact that COVID came along and scuppered that. So like everybody across the business, COVID really shook our world. Development virtually stopped, and although this year it's starting back up, and the pipeline originally said that we were going to deliver more like 600 new homes, we expect that to be significantly reduced. Even though contractors are coming back, they're at half capacity. So the team are working really hard to sort of manage that and manage the risks associated with the continuation of work, and really proud of what they're doing. So I'd like to thank them for that. I wanted to quickly touch on the fact that out of this dark cloud of COVID comes some interesting opportunities. Businesses across the world have completely changed the way they work during the lockdown. They've had to adapt, and they have, and I think that's really interesting how they've done that. But a lot of them, I don't think, will ever go back to the way they used to work. I think there'll be a kind of mix between the lockdown version and the pre-version. And in effect, over the last few months, EMH have gone through a massive transformation in the way they work. I think it's been absolutely fascinating to watch, really, how we've gone from into much more mobile company. And I too don't think we should go back. I just don't think we can only go forward with this. One of the big wins one of the big opportunities out of this is the team software that have been rolled out across the business. I think IT have worked fantastically hard at making this happen, but we've got Teams. What a great bit of software. Not just the fact that it's a video call where I can be in my garden and knock Chan's door, if you like, and Chan's, immediately we've got a face-to-face meeting, but also it's a collaboration tool. So I was working with about 4 of my colleagues on a document recently where we were all working on the same document at the same time. You could see each other's additions and deletes and what have you, and something that might have been sent via email about 5 times with changes and track changes was completed within 15 minutes. I just thought it was really interesting. So I'm loving that technology, and I'm loving the way we've adapted to using it, and there's a lot more about that tool that I think we'll learn over the coming years. The other thing that I think is really interesting, and I mentioned earlier I was going to talk about sales, is that would you believe that our sales team are still selling houses in the lockdown? Last week they sold 7 new homes. And they did that without opening a single door for anybody. They organised a virtual 360 tour of our new homes. So it's almost like people look on their through their internet, and they can sort of walk through. They can even measure spaces within the homes. These people might do a drive past, so they get a feel for the property. But then, if they're happy with it and it meets their needs, they then contact our sales team, and they have a Zoom meeting or a virtual meeting, where they can sign up for the property and then follow the normal process of selling through solicitors. I just think that's fantastic. We've even had open days where we've had a number of people viewing the property, and then we've been on call to respond to any queries that people have got about shared ownership and the property. The team are so motivated at the moment, working in this new way and adapting. Super impressed, and to me that's innovation. finally, there's a lot of people that I think have been amazing during this time across the business. People that have helped other people work in a safe way, and done all they can to support the business in getting through COVID. There's a lot of people, but I want to draw out specifically the care teams. I think they've been the real heroes in all of this. Working in the most challenging circumstances, risking their own health to care for others, and that, for me, that's just amazing. I've personally got nothing but admiration for them, and I should speak to you directly, people, but you remind me of the reason I love working for EMH. Not that I need reminded, Chan, just saying. But I do really think they've gone above and beyond, and I think that's a wonderful thing to see. So, really thank you for doing that. And that's the end of my vlog. Imperfect, but we'll go with it. Thank you very much, everybody. Cheers.